SSC CGL Tier-II model test number 10. So now the problem here is, this is for the first time you are seeing reasoning in SSC Tier-II. CGL Tier-II, this is the first time we are seeing reasoning. Before that, they never asked reasoning. It was questions from quant and English. But now, sir, what kind of questions can be expected for this center? It will be almost similar to your Tier 1, but the degree of difficulty will be a little bit more. Because there, each question would carry only 2 marks, but here each question will carry 3 marks. And mostly it will cover from the same old topics that are there for your Tier 1. And reasoning in SSC is considered to be the most easiest. And this is where you score more marks. Okay na? So don't expect something else to happen. Regular untadi, stay confident, but they'll just raise the bar ante. Koncham difficulty level will be more. So the first question, there are 6 chairs placed in a row and 6 persons A, B, C, D, F are sitting but not necessarily in the given order. So how many chairs? 6 chairs in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It says A is neither in the second chair nor in the fourth chair. This is not A and this is not A. E is sitting in the first chair. Where is E sitting? In the first chair. Next. B is sitting in the third chair. Ama? E is sitting in the, A is not sitting in the last. After that is B is sitting in the third chair. There are 4 vacant chairs where A is not having a possibility in 3, then A has only 1 possibility. Next line. F is sitting either in the second or the fifth. Fifth is already occupied, so F has to be in the second. D is not sitting in the chair between A and B. D is not between A and B, so pakka D is in the last. A, B, C is missing. C is in the 4th place. What's the question? Where is C sitting? C is sitting in the 4th chair. Clear? Amma, you all have qualified for Tier 2. Adavutunda? Ante qualifying for Tier 2 is not an easy thing. From Tier 1 you have gone to Tier 2 ante you are better than many students. So what I will try to do here is, my only concentration will be to increase the speed. Increase the speed. Okay na? And you can expect at least 2 to 3 questions from critical reasoning. At least 2 to 3 from critical reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. Now he will concentrate here because he wants to make the paper tough. But chudandamma, critical reasoning only if you have good knowledge in English you will be able to solve the questions, otherwise it becomes very difficult for you. The words that are used here, you should know it very well. Vertebrate always occurs in fossil records after the rise of invertebrates. First you should know the meaning of 3 important words here. One is vertebrate, other one is fossil, the other one is invertebrate. What are vertebrates? Now you might have learned in biology, zoology lo nerchukoni untaru. In zoology class, what is vertebrate? Vertebrate are those animals which have backbone. Entidama? Backbone. Invertebrates ante which do not have vertebrate column. Ee backbone undadu. Octopus, fishes untayi, వాటికి backbone ఉంటాయా? ఉండవు. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? సో యానిమల్స్ కి backbone అనేది ఉంటుంది. సో అక్కడ డిఫరెన్సెస్ చూపిస్తుండు. Invertebrate అంటే those animals which do not have vertebrate column, and vertebrates are those animals which have vertebrate column. And then fossil record. What do you mean by fossil? What is a fossil? What is fossil? Amma, fossils or remains, or I can say they are the impressions of plants or animals which are embedded inside rock. Which are embedded inside rocks. Fossils antam. Fossil ante రాయి లోపల ఉండిపోతాయి అవి ఫాసిల్స్ అంటాం, అవి ఫాసిల్స్. సో ఇక్కడ వాడు ఏం చెప్తుండు, వర్టిబ్రేట్ ఆల్వేస్ అకర్ ఇన్ ఫాసిల్ రికార్డ్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఇన్వర్టిబ్రేట్స్. అంటే these fossils, when they are found, when the scientists have checked, what they found is the oldest fossil, for example, the oldest fossil is found somewhere in some years ago, a million years ago, లేకపోతే ఒక 30-40,000 years ago. ఏమైందంట, first they found invertebrates, and then when they have seen vertebrates, they are much younger than invertebrates. అంటే the oldest recorded are invertebrates and vertebrates are next. You are getting into the idea from fossil records. ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, fossil records లో నీకు కనబడుతుంది. Vertebrates have always occurred after invertebrates. అర్థమవుతుందా అందరికీ? సో oldest fossils that were found have recorded only invertebrates and the later vertebrates were after invertebrates. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? సో దీన్ని బట్టి మనం ఏం చెప్పవచ్చు అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఈ భూమి పైన ఇన్వర్టిబ్రేట్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, తర్వాతే వర్టిబ్రేట్స్ వచ్చి ఉండొచ్చు. I can say that on this earth earlier, what are the species that were there on the earth? Maybe it is invertebrates, and after that only we found vertebrates, animals with backbone. Is this clear or not? So how are you saying this from the fossil records found? So now what is the age of this earth? And it's not clear kada. Maybe a million years ago they found the fossils of invertebrates. They may also be the fossils of vertebrates which are much more older than these fossils which are found. Maybe. We are not sure. But as according to the records, the oldest is invertebrates. Is this clear? In that simple statement, there is a lot of information that is hidden in it. And if you don't understand it, katam. అయిపోయింది పని, రాదు ఆన్సర్. అందుకే నేను చెప్తా కంపల్సరీ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ గుడ్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్. ఇప్పుడు ఏంది, vertebrates could have evolved from the invertebrates. Yes, because they were the first and these were the next. They could have evolved. Yes, could and possible. Like fossil records are very reliable. We are not sure because they are according to the date that they were available. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? So they are very reliable and we are not sure. So what's the answer? Only one. It's only about the evolving of these two different types of species, vertebrates and invertebrates. 33. He says among D, F, J, P and P, who reached the office last? This is a question on what? Data sufficiency. How many statements are given to us? 2 statements. We'll check each statement separately. What is the first one? F and G reached the office together. And F equals to J. What is the second statement? Only D and P reached the office ahead of J. Only D and P reached the office ahead of J. Ahead of J, there are how many people? 2 people. Who are those 2 people? D and P. Total number of persons? 5. Total number of persons? 5. ఇప్పుడు ఒక విషయం చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Among D, F, J, P, A, who reached the office last? Who reached the office last? Did he tell us that in the question they all have reached the office at different times? Whenever you see a question which is based on comparisons, 5 people are comparing their ages, compulsory in the last they will add one important point. All the 5 people are of different ages. Whenever you see a question which says 5 people are checking their heights, కంపల్సరీ ఒక పాయింట్ రాస్తాడు లాస్ట్. ఆల్ ద 5 people belong to different heights అంటే none is same. ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ D and P reached before J అంటే whether they are occupying 2 positions before J or whether they have both D and P have come at the same time, we don't know. అవునా కాదా? సో ఇది 100% గ్యారంటీ అయితే మనం చెప్పలేము. మొత్తం ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారమ్మా? ఇప్పుడు ఎంతమంది అయ్యారు? ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ నుంచి ఆన్సర్ రాదు, సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ నుంచి ఆన్సర్ రాదు. 2 separately you will not get the answer because here you have information of 2, we don't have information about 3. Here we have information about 3, we don't have information about 2. When this is the situation, your duty is to immediately combine. Your duty is immediately combine. So what is your duty? J. J is equals to F. Before J, how many people? 2 people. D or P. Whether D is first or P is next, or P is first or D is next, or both D and P in the same place, we don't know. ఎన్ని ప్లేసెస్ కవర్ అయినాయి? 4 places. పక్కా లాస్ట్ అవ్వడు చెప్పండి అమ్మా. నా హూ ఇస్ రీచింగ్ ద ఆఫీస్ లాస్ట్? కథం. ఏను కనుక నువ్వు ఇక్కడ ముందు తీసుకొస్తే జే ముందు 3 అవుతారు, కానీ వాడు చెప్పింది ఏంది? ఓన్లీ 2 people బిఫోర్ జే and both J and F at the same place. By combining both 1 and 2, I get the answer. Which option should be my answer? Both 1 and 2 together are sufficient. Clear? Next. Now this question I told you many number of times. Paper folding. You will go in the direction opposite to the paper folding. Yes. So opposite anangane I am need to go to the other side, right side here. I am only doing from the last. Right side ఇటు పోతున్నా అంటే అప్పుడు మిర్రర్ ఇమేజ్ అవుతుందా వాటర్ ఇమేజ్ అవుతుందా? రైట్ అండ్ లెఫ్ట్ అంటే మిర్రర్, టాప్ బాటమ్ అంటే వాటర్. సింపుల్. ఇక్కడ ఒక గీత, ఇదొకటి, ఇదొక యారో. ఎన్ని ప్లేసెస్లో నీకు ఇది కనపడుతుంది అమ్మా? ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద బాటమ్ హాఫ్. అవునా కాదా? సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఓకే, ఫోర్త్ ఆప్షన్ ఈజ్ ఓకే. థర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ. అవునా కాదా? పైకి వెళ్తాం. పైకి వెళ్తే చెప్పండి అమ్మా. వన్ arrow like this and another arrow like this కదా. టాప్ becomes bottom, bottom becomes top. అవునా కాదా? నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ వాట్? this I will found it in this way, this in this way. Which option will be my answer? Fourth option. Clear? Mirror and water combination. Next. Now this is a good one here. This is a good question. Any guesses what can be the logic here? No. Tell me the logic. Don't tell me the option. Amma, 35 square is what? 1225. 35 square is what? 1225. Now look at this. Look at this. 35 square into this. I have 1275 here, and in the class we have taught you how will you go for the squares of the numbers which are ending by 5. 2-digit number squares ending by 5. 35 square, 3 4s 12, 1225. 45 square, 4 5s 20, 2025. 55 square, 5 6 30, 30 25. ఉందా లేదా ఐడియా? సో ఎందుకంటే 1275 ఇస్ క్లోజ్ టు దట్ కదా. సో ఇది ఎంత అవుతుంది? 1225. నేను ఎంత యాడ్ చేయాలి సార్ అంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా 50. ఈ 50 ఎక్కడి నుంచి పడదాం సార్ అంటే దిస్ ఇస్ 35 ప్లస్ 15. వేర్ డిడ్ యూ గెట్ దిస్ 15 సార్? కెన్ ఐ సే ఇట్ ఇస్ 3 into 5? Come on. Now what I say, this is 35 square plus 35 plus n square plus n plus product of digits. Is it okay? Come on. What is 44 square? చెప్పండి 44 square. మా 44 square is equals to how much? 19. చెప్పండి 1936 plus 44 plus 16. n square plus n plus product of digits. అదవుతుందా లేదా? 44 plus 16 అంటే ఎంత అమ్మా? 60. 1936 plus 60 ఎంత? 1996. రైట్ కదా? చెప్పాలి. ఇప్పుడు 57 స్క్వేర్ ఎంత చెప్పాలా బాబు మీరు అందరు నాకు? మా 3249. ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ 57 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 57 ప్లస్ 5 into 7. వాట్ ఈస్ 57 స్క్వేర్? 3249. 3249 plus 57. 3249 plus 57. How much is this? Ma 3306 plus 35. 3341. Sarpayindi kada? This is following the logic. This is also following the logic. This is also following the logic. And pakka your answer should be. And all the three are following the same logics. And don't worry, you can mark fourth option. Clear? What is 63 square? Amma? 3969 plus 63. Ante kada? And enta avutadi? 12. Units place is 2 plus 6 3s 18. 8. Units place will be 0. ఎక్కువ కంగారు పడవద్దు. దిస్ ఈస్ ఎండింగ్ విత్ 7. పక్కా కదే రాంగ్. అవునా కాదా? ఈ తెలివితేటలు రావాలి, ఆ థాట్ నీ మైండ్లో క్రియేట్ అవ్వాలి, అప్పుడే జాబ్ కొడతాం. ఓకేనా? నౌ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ హియర్ you have to go only with the options, yes or no. And this is a question which is purely based only on options. So which option you'll start with? Will you start with 1 or will you start with 4? We'll start with 4. Why? Whenever you come across a question where you have to get the answer from the options, we will start it from last. Because most of the times your answer will be either 3 and 4. Most of times, I'm not telling you every time. So better go with option 4. So what's happening here? 41 into 3 minus 53 equals to 48 divided by 3 plus into minus. Okay na? So first ఏం చేయాలి? 41 into 3. What is 41 into 3? 123. What is 123 minus 53? 7. 70 should be equals to 48 divided by 3. 16. 18 5s 90. అంతేనా? అంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ ఆబ్వియస్గా ప్లస్ 16 ప్లస్ 90. చెప్పండమ్మా. 106 minus 36. 7. Which option is my answer? Clear? Now this question, tell me what you want me to do. Look into the options, and every option is starting with F. Every option is starting with F. So this is NFS. Amma, NFS, I see NFS here. It is followed by P. P is followed by U. U is followed by T. D is followed by V. NFS, PU, DT, V. అయిపోయింది ఆన్సర్. సింపుల్. అక్కడ ఇక్కడ కాంబినేషన్ కొట్టి ఆన్సర్ క్లోజ్ చేస్తాం. ఎస్. సో NFS, PU, TD, V. Which option will be my answer? Now this is a good one. Amma, 100% guarantee you have to go with the question. You have to go with this question. What's the question here? What are you supposed to do first? Please compare left and left, right and right on both the sides. First letter is A in the left side and first letter is A in the right side. Any problem? No problem. First person is related to the second person. Question. తెలివిగల స్టూడెంట్కి తెలివిలోనుడికి తేడా ఏందో చూపిస్తా ఇక్కడ. I'll show you how an intelligent student will try to solve this question and how the ones who are not intelligent will go with this question. So here, see, this is what I say. Which of the following means G is the nephew of C? He says G is the nephew of C. 100% guarantee the gender of G should be male. Gender of G should be male. Concentrate where there is G. This is G minus C. What do you mean by G minus C? G is the sister of C. Will this be my answer? No way. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ కూడా G minus Q. G is the sister of Q. Will this be my answer? And how many options do I have? Only two. అంటే in those two options, now I can go for 1 or I can go for 3. If I do 1 and if I get the answer, kata 1 is my answer. This is how you have to get the answer. Chudu, I'll do the third one now. I'll do the third one. What is third one? G divided by Q. What is G divided by Q? G is the father of Q. And G's gender is male. Can be. I can get answer. I'm not sure, but can be. So G is the father of Q. What is Q minus K? Q is the sister of K. K plus C. K is the mother of C. Will I get my answer? Is G the nephew of C? No. This is not my answer. Katam, what is my answer? First option. I'm not wasting my time here. Even though he's giving us 4 options, we tried only 1 option. This is how you save the time. And the time saved here will help us to solve more questions in quant. Adi. Next, what's happening here? In the following Venn diagram, the triangle stands for players, and the hexagon stands for Indians, and the rectangle stands for boys. The given number represents the number of persons in that particular category. How many persons are both players and Indians, but not boys? But not boys. I don't want boys. Okay? I want players as well as Indians. What's the number that is left out? Now look at this question here. Okay? First go with the numbers. I'll go with the first number. This is 3 and 6. How many times? 2 times. 6 became 18 3 times into 4 into 5 into 6. This is 36 into 6. 6 cube. So Pakka, your answer should start with 2160. How many options? 2 options. And I am least bothered with the number because the number on both the sides is same. Number on both the sides is same. Now what should be the letter here? What should be the letter? Now if you observe carefully here, how many A's are here? How many C's are here? Amma? 2 A's and 2 C's. Whatever will be the next letter, I'll get it 2 times. I'll get it how many times? But what is my duty here? How should I get this, sir? A and C difference is 2. A and C difference is 2. A and C difference is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 is C. Same difference 2 kodite naku em kavali? E kavali. Which option is my answer? Third option. Is this clear? Next, in a certain number of people are sitting in a row facing north. So this is a question clearly on certain number of people. So regularly certain number of people were asked only for banks, but as we say, you can also expect them in SSC. He says a certain number of people are sitting in a row facing north. V sits fourth to the right of W. W ki fourth right lo V. Y sits third to the left of W. Y sits third to the left of W. Exactly 7 people are sitting between Z and W. How many people? 7 people. So Z can be to the right side or left side. Kani V and R occupy the extreme ends of the rows. V and R are extreme end and pakka ida line padipoyindi. V is in the extreme right end. Avuna kada. So 7 people between W and Z, and can I go for Z to the right side of W? No. It has to be to the left side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is Z. It told something about Z. Z sits third to the right of R. R sits third to the left of Z, and Z and R are in the extreme corners. Done? If no person is sitting in the row, what is the total number of people seated in the row? Please count. What is the number? Amma? 16? ఇప్పుడు రోమన్ నెంబర్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలి. ఏమున్నప్పుడు? సో దిస్ ఈస్ 10, దిస్ ఈస్ 13, దిస్ ఈస్ 11, 10, 9, 14. ఓకేనా? 10 and 10 same, but on the other two faces you have two different numbers. Automatically I say 13 is opposite to 9 and 11 is opposite to 14. Question is what? Which is the number which is opposite to 14? Which option is my answer? Fourth option. Sorry, what generally happens is students get confused with this while seeing Roman numbers. Rendu same anukovachu okokasari. I'm not saying every time. Sometimes you can get confused with these. That's why I told immediately write down the numerals, not these numbers. Chandu correctly remembers that his father's birthday is after 6th but before 11th. After 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10 but before 11th. While his sister Sauji correctly remembers that her father's birthday is before 12th but after 9th of June. Before 12th, after 9th. After 9, on both the cases, what is there is only one number which is common, it is 10. So when is, on which day in June is there? Amma? First, 10th. Okay na? And he is also using this connector. His sister Sauji. Now here he is talking about Chandu's sister Sauji. Sister anagane both of them are born to same parents. Clear? 88 and this is 512. 88 and 512. Ma, one thing is for sure. I'll tell you something, listen. All the numbers in the second place are cubes. And he says, select the option that is related to the fourth term in the same way that the first term is related to the second term. And fifth term is related to the This is how much? 16 cube. What about this? 8 cube. And this is, sorry, 14 cube. This is 14 cube. Sir, how can I relate 88 to 8 cube and how can I relate 304 to 16 cube? 304 is a multiple of 16. If you know multiplication tables, this becomes the most easiest question. That is why I tell you, when you are sitting in the exam, you have to learn multiplication tables from 1 into 1 to 20 into 20. Multiplication tables వచ్చినోడు ఏం చేస్తాడంటే దాన్ని 16 చూడ 304 చూడంగానే వాడు ఒక నెంబర్ చెప్తాడు. ఏంటిది అది? 19 into 16. What about this? 11 into 8. 11 into 8. అవునా కాదా? And the difference between these numbers is 3. This is also 3. అవునా కాదా? And I want what? 14 multiple. I want 14 multiple. అయితే 11 into 14 or 14 into 17. అవునా కాదా? ఎందుకు? difference between them should be 3. What is 14 into 17? Multiplication tables వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్పండి. అమ్మా 238. ఆప్షన్లో 238 ఉందా లేదా? ఖతం అయిపోయింది ఆన్సర్. అసలు నాకు 16 into 19, 11 into 8 కూడా వద్దు నాకు. They are multiples of 8 and they are multiples of 16. This is 14 cube. I need a multiple of 14. And look into the options. There is only one multiple of 14. What is that? 238. That is my answer. Clear? Speed is very, 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 very important. Look at this question. He says, in a certain code language, the letters are coded as per their alphabetical order. A is 1 and Z is 26. However, if a letter appears twice in a word, at the second occurrence, it is coded with the reverse alphabetical position. It is coded with reverse alphabetical position. I'll tell you something, listen. You all know what is alphabetical order, kada? What is the alphabetical order for A? What is the place value of A? 1. In reverse place value, it is 26. For example, I say E. E's place value is what? 5. Reverse place value of E, then place value anta 22. Reverse place value will be the value of the opposite letter of that particular letter. Is this clear? కానీ ఇక్కడ వాడు ఏమంటుండు? At the second occurrence, it is coded with the reverse alphabetical position. Also, if a vowel appears between two consonants, its corresponding number gets doubled. Its corresponding number gets doubled. Which among the following is the correct? Appetite. A, P, P, E, T, I, T, E. Now, vowel in between two consonants, then its value gets doubled. Do you have a vowel in between two consonants? Yes. E undi. E enta 10. 5 into 2, 10. I is 9. 9 2's 18. Done kada? A is appearing only one time. Place value 1. P is appearing how many times? 2 times. First original place value, second reverse place value. Reverse place value ante 11. T is repeating for the first time 20. T in the second place, reverse place value 7. E is appearing only one time or 2 times or 2 times. First E was in between two vowels. Ippudu E ki reverse place value enta 22. Come on, which option is my answer? Second option. Understood everyone? Any doubts? So now maybe this here is not clearly visible to you, but this here is L, which has 2 lines. How many lines? 2 lines. Next is a triangle and then it is a square. And they are rotating in clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. So I should have an image which has 5. Pentagon. Okay, na? Which option? Chapanamma. Only the third. 48. Second number is obtained by performing certain operation on the next number. 19 and then you have 2095. చూడండి బిగ్గర్ నెంబర్స్ నేను చాలాసార్లు చెప్పడం జరిగింది. వాట్ డిడ్ ఐ సే ఫర్ బిగ్గర్ నెంబర్స్? $13 and 572. Any guesses? Whether 572 is a multiple of 13? Chapandamma. Most of the times go for multiples. Most of the time go for multiples. 13 ఒక్క నిమిషం 44 is 572. 17 into how much? Amma 88. 14 into 55. But this 19 and 2095 is not a multiple of 19. Every other is a multiple of the previous number. Multiples. Clear? See, this is what happens. వాడు అన్నీ ఎట్లా కొడుతుండు ఇక్కడ మనల్ని పెద్ద మల్టిపుల్స్ పెడుతుండు, చిన్న మల్టిపుల్స్ పెడుతుండా, పెద్ద పెద్ద మల్టిపుల్స్ పెడుతుంది. ఈస్ గివింగ్ విత్ బిగర్ నెంబర్స్ బికాస్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ ఫెమిలియర్ విత్ ద మల్టిపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ బిగర్ నెంబర్స్. యూ ఆస్క్ మీ మల్టిపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ 14, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ టిల్ 14 into 20. అవునా కాదా? 14 into 14, 14 into 15, 14 into 16, because we are most familiar with those numbers and we have practiced multiplication tables from 1 into 1 to 20 into 20. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ కొడుతుండు మనల్ని? బిగర్ మల్టిపుల్స్. Prime numbers అనగానే we are familiar with prime numbers from 1 to 100. But in the exam, he will use prime numbers from 101 to 200. Understood? He is hitting you on the areas which you are not familiar with. But if you are familiar, these questions become very easy for us. Avuna kada? This is where the whole story changes. This is how you have to be very alert. Clear? Practice more in these type of things. He says Rupa lives on one of the floors in a 7-floor building. The lowermost floor of the building is 1, the above that is 2, and so on till the topmost floor is number 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There are at least 2 floors between her colleague floor who lives on the topmost floor. Colleague is living in the topmost floor, at least 2 floors. And the Rupa can be from 4, 3, 2, 1. Because there should be a gap of minimum 2 floors. At least 2 floors are above. At least 2 floors are above and 2 floors are below the floor where she lives. She does not live on even number floor. She is not living in even number floor and she has to live in the odd number floor. So this is where Rupa has to be, because as discussed earlier, there should be a gap of at least 2 floors. At least 2 అంటే 2, 3, 4, 5 ఏదైనా ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ minimum 2 floors below Rupa. సరిపోయింది కదా? What's the question? Rupa lives on which floor? Rupa is living on which floor? 3rd floor. Now this is a question on statement and conclusions. How many statements are given to us? 2 statements. Library is a place where one may find any answer to his or her question. Any answer to his or her question. What is library? Amma? Library is a place where one may find any answer to his or her question. Any answer to his or her question. May find a, will find a. Amma? So one may find. Books in any form, whether physical or electronic, or are advantages for resolving any kind of query. Amma, books in form of whether physical or electronic. Either you can see them in computers or you can in physical form. Are advantages for resolving any kind of query, any kind of question. First one entity, every question has an answer and one can find it in a book. Chappandamma. Every question has an answer and one can find it in the book. Yes or no now? Why no? Library is a place. Pakka ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకో, library universal fact, you will find books there. అవునా కాదా? And in the books, why are we going to library? Either you will have books in digital form or in physical form. That is what is he telling us. Physical or electronic, digital are advantages for resolving any kind of query. They are helpful in resolving any kind of question. Avuna kada? And pine library is a place where one may find any answer to his or her question. May find. To solve my question, I can go there, but I may get answers. 100% sure? Cheppandamma. Will find anada, may find anada. But every question has an answer and one can find it in book ante. Cheppandamma. ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకో. ఇప్పుడే ఇక్కడ ఒక అద్భుతమైన పాయింట్ జరుగుతుంది. ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే బుక్ ఇన్ ఎనీ ఫామ్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఫర్ రిజాల్వింగ్ ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్వైరీ. సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇది కనెక్టెడ్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్ కదా. మనకేం కావాలి? క్వశ్చన్ అంటే ఏంటిది? క్వైరీ కదా. చెప్పండి అమ్మా. బుక్స్ ఇన్ ఎనీ ఫామ్ అన్నాడు, ఐదర్ ఇన్ ఫిజికల్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్. విల్ గెట్ ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ అవర్ క్వైరీసా కాదా? ఎస్, పక్కా రైట్, పక్కా రైట్. లైబ్రరీకి పోతే దొరకవచ్చు అంటున్నాడు, కానీ వాడు ఏమంటున్నాడు? ప్రతి బుక్లో నీకు ఆన్సర్ ఉంటుందంటు. ప్రతి బుక్లో నీకు ఆన్సర్ ఉంటుంది. మరి లైబ్రరీలో అన్ని బుక్లే ఉంటాయి కదా, మరి అప్పుడు లైబ్రరీకి పోతే పక్కానికి ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది కదా, అవునా కాదా? నెక్స్ట్ వన్ చూడు. Books give all related information pertaining to the title. Did he tell us anything about titles? No. He's only talking about queries. Queries ante getting answer to questions. Getting answer to questions. Sambandham unda leda? Adbhutanga undi. Which option is my answer? Only one follows. Clear? 51. E is denoted by F, D is by B, R is by K, U is by V, T is by I, A is denoted by C, G is denoted by X, H is denoted by W. What will be the answer for daughter? Chinna pillala question. And for every letter of daughter is giving what is the code. Mark Jason. 53. So now mirror is placed on the right side or left side? Chapandama. Mirror is placed on the right side. So which option will be my answer? Will it be first option, second option or third option? Amma? Pakka it should be second option. Pakka it should be second option. అంతేనా? ఫోర్త్ ఈస్ నాట్ సిమిలర్ కదా బాబు. ఫోర్త్ ఇక్కడ పోతుంది అంతే కదా, థర్డ్ ఇక్కడ పోయింది, సెకండ్ ఎందుకంటే వి ఉల్టా వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ, మిర్రర్ ఇమేజ్లో వి సేమ్. ఓకే. 54. 8 persons in 2 parallel rows, 4 persons in each row. The persons in each row are at equal distances. 4 persons in row 1 are facing north and 4 persons in row 2 are facing south. Q in row 1 faces U and it is not at extreme and is not at any extreme ends. Q in row 1 is facing north or south? North. Ante kada? Is facing U and it is not at any extreme ends. Inte kadamma? Cheppale. Next ఏంటిది? W is adjacent to U and is facing S. W is adjacent to U and is facing S. ఇంకో పాసిబిలిటీ. అంతే కదా. W is adjacent to U and is facing S. నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ ఏందో చదవమ్మా. R and T are diagonally opposite. T is facing P. P who is adjacent to W. P who is adjacent to W. P who is adjacent to W. What's the line before that? T is facing P and he says R and T are diagonally opposite. Diagonally opposite అంటే only in the corners. ఒక్కళ్ళు మిగిలిపోయారు, ఎవరో చూడు. V. Which of the following statement is true? V is at extreme ends and is facing north. Correct కదా? In both the cases V is at the extreme end and is facing north. Which option should be my answer? First option. First option. 55. What is 55? Coding and decoding, and you need to get the answer for weight. Antena? Where do you find weight? I see weight in second and third. In second and third, is weight the only word that is common? Yes. And this C, for that sit. Yes. Only one word common. What is that? Weight. ఏమవ్వాలి బాబు దానికి? VU. 11, 8, 5 and then 122. అమ్మా 88 plus 40 minus సరే చూద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు ఎంత అంటే 11 into 8, 88 plus 8 into 5 is how much? 40. 88 plus 40 is how much? 128. But what's the number there? 122. నాకేమో 6 కావాలి. అచ్చా సరే చూద్దాం అమ్మ, తప్పులేదు. నెక్స్ట్ చూద్దాం. 12 into 6, 72 plus 6 into 7 ఎంత 40 42. 72 plus 42 is how much? 114. Minus 5 is 109. So now, where did I get this 6 and where did I get 5 from? I got 6 from these two and I got 5 from 12 and 7. I got 5 from 12 and 7. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ నేను ఏం చేయాలి? 14 into 12 ఎంత 168 ప్లస్ 12 into 9 ఎంతమ్మా 108. సో 168 plus 108 ఎంత 276. కానీ difference between these two numbers కదా? How much is that? 5 minus 5. What's the answer? 271. Is this clear? Good, very good. How many shops? 8 shops. What's happening with these 8 shops? Situated at the corners of the square. The remaining 4 shops are situated in the middle of the square. All the shops are facing the center of the square. Simple. Instead of giving 8 persons, he just told 8 shops. And all the shops are facing Chapanama center. B is between A and H. See, we need to know whether somebody is in the corner or middle of the sides kada. Whenever you come across the question which says a square table, you'll have some people in the corners and you'll have some people in the middle of the sides. ఆ విషయం తెలియకుండా అయితే మనం ముందుకు వెళ్ళలేం కదా. ఆ విషయం ఎక్కడ తెలుస్తుందా? B is between A and H. Immediate left of G. The middle and of the two sides facing each other. B and F are in the middle facing each other. And on the two sides అన్నాడు, కార్నర్స్ అనలేదు కదా, సైడ్స్. మిడిల్ అంటే అదే వచ్చేసింది. సో మళ్ళీ ముందుకు వచ్చేద్దాం. B is between A and H. పక్కా దిస్ షుడ్ బి A by H or H by A. బిట్వీన్ అంటే ఇమీడియట్ తీసుకుంటాం మనం. F is to the immediate left of G. So this should be G. Immediate left is to the other side. Next. D is to the immediate left of C. C who is to the immediate left of F. This is C and this is D. Who is left out? A, B, C, D, E. And then he says D is not adjacent to H. Which 4 shops are situated at the corners? G, C, H, A. G, C, H, A, A, C, G, H. Option number 3. Now, this question here is on 7 candies PQRSTUV are brought at different cost between 40 and 50, excluding 40 and 50. At different costs. Same cost, sama? Different cost. How many people? 7. Who are those 7 people? P, Q. Okay, na? 7 people. Kani, excluding 40 and 50 antunnadu. Ante 41 to 49. So can you please tell me how many numbers are there from 41 to 49? Amma 9. But the number of people here is 7. And maybe 2 numbers will be missing. Chudam, first point entity. The cost of candy R is 5 less than that of candy T. Cost of candy R is equal to 5 less, T minus 5. Avuna kada? Next entity. The cost of candy P is a prime number. What is it telling us? The cost of candy P is a prime number. Next. Matladali. The cost of candy U is 2 more than that of candy P. U is equals to P plus prime ante 41 to 49 మధ్యలో ఏం ప్రైమ్స్ ఉంటాయి బై నాకు ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. 41, 43, 47. ఎనీ పాసిబిలిటీస్? 3 పాసిబుల్. 47. చూద్దాం, ఏదైనా జరగవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంది? The cost of candy U is 2 more than the candy P. The cost of candy U is 2 more than that of candy T. U is equals to, అంతేనా? The cost of candy U is more than that of candy T. U is more than T. And then T is more than R, because R is equal to T minus 5. Yes or no? U is more than T, T is more than R. At the same time, this U is also more than P, because U is equals to P plus 2. అవునా కాదా? అంటే ఇక్కడ నలుగురు వ్యక్తులు మొట్టమొదటిసారి మనకి ఒక పెద్ద వ్యక్తి కనపడ్డాడు. ఎవరు? యు. ఎవరమ్మా? అవునా కాదా? నెక్స్ట్ లైన్. The cost of U is more than that of candy T. The cost of candy S is an odd number. S equals to odd number. Next. Amma, the cost of candy V is rupees 3 more than cost of candy S. V is equals to S plus 3. None of the candy cost 44. అంటే 44 అనే నెంబర్ లేదు. The cost of candy Q is an even number. Q is an even number. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం బై, మీ ఇష్టం. Ma, if I consider P as 41, U should be 43. U is 43 అంటే U is more than minimum 3 people. అవునా కాదా? So if U is 43, behind U there should be 3 people. Who are those 3 people? T, R, P. But how many numbers are here? Only 2 numbers. తీసుకోవచ్చా తీసుకోకూడదా? తీసుకోలేదు. అర్థమవుతుందా అందరికీ? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. అయితే సారీ, ఇప్పుడు పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ P is important for us. The value of P is important for us. అవునా కాదా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. ఓ పని చేద్దాం. 43 or 47. Can I go for P as 47? I can కదా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. If P is 47, what is U? 49. Any problem? No problem. Next, R should be T minus 5. R should be T minus 5. Obviously the value of R should be more than T కదా? చెప్పండి. How much? T ఎంత తీసుకుందాం? 47, 49 అయిపోయింది. 46, 45 మిగిలినాయి. 46 తీసుకోవచ్చా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. 47, 49 అయిపోయినాయి కదా? 48 తీసుకోవచ్చా? అమ్మా ప్లీజ్ మాట్లాడాలమ్మా. T వాల్యూ 48 తీసుకోవచ్చా తీసుకోకూడదా? I can కదా? Can I go for T as 46? Can I go for T as 45? No. If the value of T is 45 minus 5 is 40, but you don't have 40 there. అవునా కాదా? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయమంటారు చెప్పండి అమ్మా. 40, 48 or 46? I'll go for T as 46. 46 minus 5, 41. Okay, so what are the numbers that are done? 41 is over, 49, 47, 46. Amma, U is Q is an okay number. Did I write Q is even? Q is even number. What is Q? The cost of candy Q is an even number. What it can be? 42, 44, 44 అనేది లేనే లేదు. 42 or 48. 42 or 48. అవునా కాదా? చలో, this can be 42 or 48. S is what? Odd number. S is what? Odd number. Odd number అంటే 41, 43. 43 అయిపోయిందా? 45 లేదు. So this can be 43 or 45. కానీ ఇది 43 plus 3 అంటే 46 అవ్వాలి. ఎవరు 46 అవ్వాలి? వి. కానీ ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? సో పక్కా ఇది 45, ఇక్కడ 48. When this is 48, పక్కా this is 42. Understood? So why did I take the value of U is the highest? And because this person's value is more than 3%, and that is the reason why I've gone with that. Guess, ఒక while guesses system. What is the cost of candy tea? Entama 46. 46. 49. Mercury planet is called Uranus. Whenever you see called, we'll go from left to right. We have to find out the code for that particular word. What's the point here? On which planet do we live? Where do we live? Earth. We need to find out the code for Earth. Earth planet is called as Saturn. Earth is called as Saturn. So the code for Earth is Saturn. 60. How many? 5 points. Martin, Hugo, Sophia, Pablo, Lucas. From different cities. Inca. They also like different gadgets. Lucas, who is from Impal. Lucas is from Impal. Inca. And does not have antenna or calculator. No antenna, no calculator. The person from Dispur. Dispur is equals to? Dispur is equals to floppy. Pablo has a router. Pablo has a router. Hugo is from Raipur. Hugo is from Raipur and does not have an antenna or floppy disk. Pakka Hugo cannot have an antenna. Floppy disk must be related to Dispur. Already this person Hugo is from Raipur. Martin is neither from Patna nor Dispur. If Martin is not from Patna or Dispur, Dispur can be either Sofia or Pablo. Kani Pablo cannot be from Dispur. Enduku Dispur is equals to flop. This is Dispur. Ikkada vachesi flop. Martin is not from Patna annadu. Annada leda? So who should be Patna? Pablo. And what's that one city that is left out? Aizawl. What's the question? Who is from Aizawl? Who is from Aizawl? Martin. Clear? Thank you.